Novak Djokovic was 5 points from defeat before storming back to beat Tallon Griekspoor at the Rolex Paris Masters. Novak Djokovic survived a huge scare at the Rolex Paris Masters as he came from a set down to defeat Tallon Griekspoor 4-6, 7-6, 2, 6, 4. The top seed grabbed his ticket to the quarterfinal after raising concern when he called the doctor after dropping the opener. Griekspoor was 5 points away from victory in the second set before Djokovic stormed back. Djokovic came into the contest with a 2-0 record against Griekspoor, including a win earlier this year in Dubai. The top seed got off to a flying start in Paris-Bercy on Wednesday when he ousted Tomas Echeverry in just 84 minutes, and he was quick off the mark again in the round of 16, breaking his opponent at the first opportunity. Sensing that he needed a push, the fans tried to spur Griekspoor on and let out a huge cheer when the top seed wrongly challenged one of the Dutchman's winners while leading 4-2. With what looked to be barely a millimeter catching the line, Griekspoor managed to make a dent in the Djokovic serve at 40-30. The crowd support pushed him on as Griekspoor won 2 more points to get his first opportunity to break and fired a winner straight past the world number 1 to get back on serve. Djokovic's level suddenly dropped, as he hit 2 double faults in the next game to give his opponent triple break point. Having saved all 3, the 24-time Grand Slam champion found himself facing another in. Following a lengthy rally, Djokovic sent the ball long to hand Griekspoor the break. After being 1-4 down, the world number 23 reeled off his 5th game in a row to take the opener 6-4 in just 47 minutes, the first set he has ever won against Djokovic. There was some concern as the 36-year-old then called the doctor onto the court, who appeared to hand something to Djokovic. The world number 1 continued to play as normal at the start of the second set, throwing in some more double faults and saving a breakpoint. Djokovic looked more like his usual self when he set up triple break point in the next game, but he couldn't convert any of them. The Serb looked to be staring down the barrel of defeat when Griekspoor had 2 break points at 4-4, which would give him a chance to serve for the biggest win of his career. But Djokovic kept his nose in front, holding on to lead 5-4. The set went to a tiebreak where Djokovic stormed to a 5-0 lead and eventually took the set 7-6, 2, staying alive after being 2 games from a loss. It was the 36-year-old pounced first in the decider, taking a 4-2 lead and had chances for the double break, but Griekspoor refused to go away. Suddenly the world number 23 was back in the match as Djokovic handed him the break back on a double fault, sarcastically clapping the crowd after finding himself at 4-4 as some boos rang out in response. But, as he so often does, the world number 1 took the adversity in his stride and immediately responded by setting up triple breakpoint. And he only needed the one, regaining his advantage and closing out a dramatic 3-set victory in 2 hours and 37 minutes. Djokovic will now face either Holger Rune or Daniel Altmaier in the quarterfinal. If he does take on Rune, it would be a rematch of last year's final where the Dane, then aged just 19, came from a set down to stun Djokovic and lift the title. The top seed will be looking to get revenge as he has a 1-2 record against the world number 7, also losing their match in the Rome Masters quarterfinal earlier this year.